The Chiefs and Bills, they're going head-to-head again in the regular season. And we know Josh Allen has been pretty good versus the Chiefs in the regular season. He's 3-1, but he's 0-3 against them in the playoffs. So this game right here, I mean, does it really matter? To a certain degree. To a certain degree. I mean, I don't think it matters an insane amount because it's the regular season. But the Chiefs, if they can somehow win this game and pull it out, I mean, they're going to be 10-0. They don't have Pacheco back yet, but he's about to come back. But you still got Kareem Hunt in there. And, oh, yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster is making his return this week. So that's a big plus for the Kansas City Chiefs. But they just barely beat the Broncos. It took them blocking a field goal to win that game. That's what doesn't make sense about this Chiefs team. They somehow win these games in the craziest fashion. They figure out ways to win. And that's exactly what Coach Sean McDermott said, who coaches the Bills, who knows exactly what it's like to lose this team. I mean, the Bills have lost in heartbreaking fashion time and time again to this team. And I always go back to the AFC Divisional 2 years ago, where it was overtime. And the Bills never got the ball back. I mean, every team that game was scoring every single time they had the ball. And it was just very unfortunate. And we saw it play out a couple weeks ago in overtime where, you know, the Bucs and Chiefs, Mahomes gets the ball. It's like, man, it's over. I mean, when Mahomes gets the ball in overtime, I mean, he doesn't lose. He doesn't lose. He hasn't lost yet. So if this game goes to overtime, give me the Chiefs. Do I want the Bills to win? Yes. And I think Amari Cooper's going to play. He's got that wrist injury. But Keon Coleman is out. So that's a big deal because Keon Coleman has been pretty good. But I want to see Amari Cooper show up and have a big game. He needs to have one of those marquee games. He hasn't had one yet since getting traded to the Bills from the Browns. But Sean McDermott, he knows exactly what he's running into. And we're going to give Sean McDermott a couple seconds, to talk about what it's like playing this Chiefs team.
They've got a tremendous amount of poise. I think I mentioned this on Monday's call. Tremendous amount of poise, composure. They've been, to where many teams are trying to get to multiple times now. So I'm sure that's where some of the composure and poise comes from. And then this year with winning the ways that they've been able to win, coming from behind, having a lead and then opening up the lead. So they've won just about every way you could win.
Yeah, pretty much kind of what I said already, but I mean, Andy Reid and Sean McDermott, they got some very deep history here. I mean, they were on the Eagles. McDermott was a scouting coordinator at the time in 1999. They've been in the same circles since then. Sean McDermott's in his 8th season in Buffalo. And although Sean McDermott's 4-1 against Andy Reid in the playoffs, Sean McDermott's 0-3 against him in the postseason. And I just referred to that. And last year, and this game, by the way, is at Orchard Park. So it's at home. But last time we saw these teams match up, Tyler Bass, he missed the field goal. Chiefs take it on the road. Chiefs hadn't played a road playoff game with Patrick Mahomes. And they won their first road playoff game with Patrick Mahomes in Orchard Park. And I'm going the Chiefs to win this game. I mean, the Chiefs just have the Bills' number, but I mean, it's a regular season, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills came out and won this game. I mean, Josh Allen this year has 17 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's really cut down on the turnovers. He really has. He's also an MVP candidate as well. I don't think he'll win it, but I mean, his team's 8-2 to this point, so he definitely could. And the Bills are better than I thought they were going to be this year. I really thought the Bills were going to take a step back, losing Stephon Diggs, losing Gabriel Davis, losing Tre'Davious White on the defensive side of the ball, Leonard Floyd. I mean, they lost a lot of pieces, and they're still on the same level as they were. And I was talking to my boy Connor about this last week on the pod. We were both saying, Like, this could be the Bills' best chance to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, not just in the regular season, but in the postseason. And that's very true. That's very true. And it's crazy to say that, too. I mean, we both said that. But, I mean, the problem is the Chiefs are off to such a hot start. I mean, they're only 1 win short of tying the team's longest win streak in franchise history. Like, that, I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I've seen the Chiefs go undefeated before with Alex Smith go 8-0, but I mean, 9-0, I mean, we talked about this last week. I mean, if the Chiefs go 9-0, if the Chiefs go undefeated and they win the Super Bowl, I mean, that'd be the greatest season of all time. But I mean, the Buffalo Bills are hot. I mean, they're on a roll. They're 5-0. They're 8-2 for the first time since 1993, which is a pretty big deal, by the way. And I just think, you know, the Bills have really ran this AFC East. I mean, they're closing in on their fifth straight AFC East title.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my